I went to one of the best trips of my life this summer, Rocky Mountains of Canada. With my amazing experience, I'm going to share my itinerary to all the beautiful places I have been, including Banff, Jasper, which is obvious, with that Canmore, and also some not so popular locations in Kananaskis, and hope it can help some of you to plan your trip to Alberta. We also tried the Banff Explorer package from Pursuit, which includes the Sulphur Mountain gondola, Lake Minnewanka cruise, glacier, icefield, and skywalk. So I will share whether it's worth the money or there are some alternatives that you can go for. I will also refer to some of the cool places that I missed this time. So hang in there and enjoy the video. On day 1, we decided to challenge ourselves with one of the difficult hikes located near Kananaskis improvement area, Tent Ridge Horseshoe Trail. The road to Tent Ridge Trail is atrociously bad, so make sure that the car is in good shape with good tires. It's 10.3 kilometers loop trail which take approximately 5 to 6 hours. I did some research before planning this hike and found that because it's a loop, clockwise and counterclockwise both route can be used, but most hikers prefer clockwise as an easy route because it has some scrambling portion at the top which most prefers for ascent, and the counterclockwise has bit more flat surface but steep descent, so it is relatively easy for hikers while going down that way. I initially planned an outback hike by using the counterclockwise route to avoid scrambling and just enjoying the view at the top and coming back down the same way. But when we started in the afternoon, the parking lot was busy. However, we didn't find any people going counterclockwise, and because of possibilities of bear encounters and missing the trail, as it is not marked, we ended up avoiding that risk and using the popular route which is clockwise, where we found a group to hike together. The hike itself is fun and at the same time challenging before even you reach at the top. You go through forests and keep walking upwards for almost 2 and 2.5 hours depending on individual speed and breaks taken in between. Once reaching to the scrambling part, which is steep elevation to reach at the top where the ridge actually starts, you can see the majestic mountains around you already, which is breathtaking. We ended up reverting back from the scramble part as one of the hikers was afraid of heights, and we decided to stick together while going back down too because of the same reason, bears and missing the route. However, the moment we spent there with all the mesmerizing views, it was all worth the hard work. It is definitely a lifetime experience which needs to be done if you love hiking. I would recommend that if this is one of your hikes in Alberta and you are not familiar with the terrain, go with full preparation. Most importantly, get a bear spray, plenty of water and snack for the hike, offline maps, GPS, hiking shoes. I didn't find pole to be that required, but definitely good to have them. Spray Lake is the largest lake in the Kananaskis country. The view of the lake from various trails and viewpoints in the valley verge on iconic. Also, we had this lake all by ourselves on the day we went, so expect less crowd than some of the most popular lakes, and that makes it really special. After a long day, we decided to keep our next day easy. First off was brunch at the famous Rocky Mountain Bagel Company located in Canmore downtown. Usually you will find it busy. They also have some other varieties to satisfy the taste buds. Their rooftop patio has beautiful views of Rocky Mountains, so definitely a place to visit while staying in Canmore. Then we went to Quarry Lake, which is also located near Canmore downtown. This is a nice little lake with picnic area. Last was the Burial Lake. It is a man-made reservoir at the north end of Kananaskis country in Alberta. On its eastern shore, Highway 40 runs between the lake and Mountain Baldy, making Burial Lake easy to access. On day 3, we made our first visit to the very famous Banff National Park. We had our 2 reservations from our Banff Explorer package today, Lake Minnewanka Cruise and Sulphur Mountain Gondola. First we went to Two Jack Lake, which is quite close to Lake Minnewanka.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait.
Then we went for our Lake Minnewanka cruise, for which we reserved our time in advance. I'll share my honest experience for this cruise. Don't go by the name, as you will be told in a closed boat whether you choose this or the Malignant Lake cruise. You will get to know about the place in the boat from the tour guide, so all in all it was a good experience.
Fast, sitting here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back.
It takes approximately 1 hour and 20 to 25 kilometers of round trip to the middle of lake and shore.
I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
However, I would recommend to do kayak or canoe instead, if given option. After finishing the cruise, we went to Sulphur Mountain Gondola, which is located in Banff downtown. Gondola will take you to their base on one side of the mountain, where they have commercialized it with hotels, gift shops and cafes. There is a short trail you can follow to reach at the top of Sulphur Mountain. Gandola is a must while your visit to Banff. We wanted to enjoy the sunset, so we kept this for our later half of the day, and it was one of the best experiences watching the sunset on top of Sulphur Mountain. Next day it was Moraine Lake. You'll probably hear this from everyone, and it is indeed true that parking spot at this lake gets full around 3:30 or 4 am in the morning. If you can't find a parking, booking a shuttle bus is a smart option which takes you to both Lake Moraine and Lake Louise. Moraine Lake was just magical. I'll be short of words describing its beauty. Next was Lake Louise, which is also a top tourist spot in Banff National Park. We decided to do a hike next to Lake Louise. Initially we planned to hike till Big Beehive, but we ended up making it till Lake Agnes. This trail is well marked and you'll find a lot of people along the way. First spot in the trail would be the Mirror Lake, and then just half a mile from there is a tea house and Lake Agnes. We returned from this spot as it was already quite a lot for us to do in a day where we woke up at 4 am to watch the sunrise, but if you have that extra gas in your tank, definitely go for a Big Beehive or even Devil's Thumb, which offers spectacular view of Lake Agnes and Lake Louise from the top of the mountain. The tea house is a real treat while enjoying views of the lake and is open from early June through October. After returning from the lake, we headed straight to Banff downtown to enjoy the beautiful rest of our evening. Day 5 is when we travel from Banff to Jasper, the most scenic drive in Canada and also probably in top 5 globally. First, we headed to Emerald Lake, located in British Columbia. Then we went to Takakwa Falls, which is close to Emerald Lake. Then we stopped at the Bow Lake. And the last one on the list for the day was Lake Peyto. This vibrant blue glacier-fed lake, located about 40 kilometers north of Lake Louise in Banff National Park, is a popular stop traveling along the famed Icefields Parkway. Usually the route is quite busy from Banff to Jasper, but luckily we barely saw any traffic along the way and enjoyed the entire drive just like there is no one else except us and the nature. Athabasca Falls is located approximately 30 minutes south of the town of Jasper along the scenic Icefields Parkway, located inside Jasper National Park. This is a place definitely worth stopping and exploring. The Sunwapta Falls is a beautiful waterfall that can be accessed via a short hike from the Icefields Parkway. These falls are located south of Jasper and make for a perfect place to stop. The rest of the day was for Columbia Icefield Glacier and Skywalk. The entire experience can take up to 3 hours or more. They give you only 20 minutes at the glacier because of the rush, but the skywalk you can take as much time as you can. So all in all, it is definitely recommended if you are planning your trip to Jasper. Unfortunately, when we planned our trip to Banff and Jasper this summer in September, there was a Chatham wildfire spread across Jasper, and it was so bad that for some days town of Jasper had to face power outages. Maligne Lake is the largest natural lake in the Canadian Rockies, rimmed by snow and ice-capped mountains, but due to the wildfire smoke which is also visible in this video, we ended up removing lots of places from our original itinerary. Medicine Lake is a part of Maligne Valley watershed. It is famous for its disappearing water. In summer, it looks like a normal alpine lake, but in fall and winter, the water disappears and it becomes not much more than a mud flat. That was our trip to Canadian Rockies. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have come this far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share it with your friends. That's it from my side guys. I'll see you next time.